Hello Kayami! Welcome to my channel! Our yummy recipe for today is pork adobo siopao. Pork adobo is a pork marinade and cooked in soy sauce, vinegar, and garlic. And the siopao is a steamed buns influenced by the Chinese cuisine popularized in the Philippines by Mr. Wen Lu, the owner of Ma Mun Luk. Let's start by mixing the marinade ingredients, the soy sauce, the vinegar, lemon soda. I use 7-Up, oyster sauce, and then crushed pepper. I use crushed pepper because it's open the spice. Bay leaves, garlic, to enhance garlicky flavor, garlic powder, and then mix. Marinate the pork at least an hour or better overnight.
The next day,
put the marinated pork in a strainer to separate the marinade to the meat. And then fry to seal the flavor to the meat. You don't have to do this, but I usually do this step on my usual pork adobo. Remove some fat from frying the pork, then saute the onion followed by the garlic. I first saute the onion to let the natural sweet flavors of the white onions. After a good saute of the onions and garlic, add the marinated ingredients. Allow to have a good simmer to remove whatever bacteria from marinating the fresh meat. Then add the seared or pan-fried pork. Allow the meat to absorb all the flavors from the marinade before adding liquid to tenderize the meat. I added water since this pork adobo will be put as a filling to the steamed buns. Some Filipino, they like dry adobo. It's your own preference. Cook until the pork meat tenderized, then season with salt and pepper. And lastly, put a slurry. A slurry is a combination of cornstarch and water to thicken the sauce of the pork adobo. When the sauce of the adobo is thickened, it's done. Let the pork adobo totally cool down, then put in the fridge to firm up before putting as a filling to the buns. Let's make the siopao dough. Mix with the warm water, the sugar, and the instant yeast. Allow to activate the yeast. You don't have to do this since I'm using instant yeast, but I just want to make sure that the yeast is still good. In a separate bowl, add to the sifted all-purpose flour the sugar and the activated yeast mixture. Followed by a warm evaporated milk to make the buns creamy and yummy! Then lastly, before kneading, add the shortening. You can also use butter. However, the buns will not be whiter compared when using vegetable shortening. I knead the dough using my bare hands for 15 minutes or until smooth. If you have a mixer, knead for 10 minutes only. I transfer to flat surface the dough for better kneading. Roll the dough for an hour, grease the container, and cover with a cling wrap.
After an hour proofing the dough.
Punch the dough to release the gas, then flatten the dough in a flat surface. Sprinkle with baking powder, sandwich the dough and knead again until smooth and set aside for 15 minutes.
After 15 minutes.
Flatten the dough to release the gas, divide into two, then form a log shape. Then cut into small pieces, cover again to prevent from being dry or elephant skin dough. I made 12 pieces of buns. Let's start by putting the pork adobo filling. Flatten each buns up to 4 inches to 5 inches in diameter. Then fill the buns with pork adobo, with Chinese sausage, and the other buns is with hard-boiled eggs. with the rest of the ingredients. Mark the buns with pork adobo and Chinese sausage filling in red food coloring, and then the buns with the pork adobo and hard-boiled egg marked with yellow food coloring. Then set aside your buns to proof for another 30 minutes. Boil the water before putting the steamer with buns. Steam in 30 minutes in medium heat. After 13 minutes, lower the heat into low setting and cook for another 3 minutes. Please do not open your steamer to prevent your steamed buns from wrinkle up. Here's my tasty pork adobo siopao. The leftover pork adobo is best to eat with rice. Don't forget to press the like button if you like this video and please subscribe. Thanks for watching!